Hey everyone, Chandler here, and today is my 3 months on tea. So I decided that I would make another little update video for you, as well as like a little Q&A. But before we get to any of that fun stuff, this is just a little side note, little reminder for you all that I'm doing a giveaway and it closes in 2 days. You have until the 25th to enter to win. I'll put the link to enter to win down in the description down below. But it's for this book, your choice of any one of my merch shirts, as well as your choice of any 2 of my stickers and any 3 pins that you want. Alright, so what I'm gonna do for the first part of this video is just kind of document some of the changes that I have noticed over the past month. And then afterwards, I asked you all on Twitter to send me some questions that you've had since I've started testosterone, because I have received many questions since I have started testosterone, and I figured that I would answer some of them in this video. I think I might do it like every 3 months for my update, that I will do a little Q&A. So if you'd like to participate in a future one, the link to my Twitter will be down below, as well as like a little notification will pop up that'll tell you my username, which is just ChandlerNWilson. So go follow me on Twitter so you can be a part of the next Q&A. Alright, so firstly, I'm going to talk about the changes that I've noticed over this past month, which there haven't been many at all. I would say the first change that's the most noticeable is my voice. My voice, I feel, has definitely gone down a little bit. Hey everyone, Chandler here, and this is about my 2 months on tea, which, if you didn't know, was today. I said in a live stream on YouNow a little while ago that it felt kind of like I was straining my voice to be able to talk. It still kind of feels that way. Like, I feel like I'm not talking loud enough and that I need to like strain my voice to be able to get words out. I asked Sander and he said that for him that only lasted about a month and a half, so we shall see how long that lasts for me, because who knows, everybody's experiences are different. I haven't grown any more body hair except on my inner thighs, which has been a little interesting, because it's only been on my inner thighs that I've grown any more hair. Another thing that I've noticed is my skin has been very oily. I mean, incredibly oily. And I've gotten a lot of acne. Another thing that I've noticed is that I have gotten a bit hungrier. My appetite, I feel, has gone up. I don't really feel like I've gained weight yet, but I do feel like I've been eating more. But yeah, that's kind of it. And I smell worse. I definitely smell worse. I have been using lots of deodorant and lots of spritz to try and smell better. Because, oh buddy, that is definitely something that I have noticed. So the next thing that I wanted to do for you all was just do a little Q&A. I asked you all on Twitter to send me some questions that you've had about me starting testosterone that I could just answer in this little video. So here we go. Were there any changes you weren't expecting or took you by surprise, or were different to what you thought they'd be? So the very first thing that caught me off guard was I didn't think that I would stop my period immediately. And I do mean, literally, I started testosterone and it was almost as if I started having a period right then, and that was it. That was the last one that I had. I thought that it would take me months before my menstrual cycle would stop, but it was, yeah, I had one and that was it. That was the last one. Are you starting to feel more happy and comfortable that now that you started taking testosterone? Yes. I actually recently saw Miles posted on Instagram a picture, and in the description he said, it was like a quote from, I'm guessing, one of his friends or someone that he admires, and it said that testosterone was the only antidepressant that ever worked. And that really resonated with me, because I feel like since I've started testosterone, my depression has been practically non-existent. I feel like when my testosterone is consistent, that I'm pretty dang happy. I know that one of the One of the changes is like mood changes. And the way that I've experienced that is I've gotten a lot more anxiety. So the doctor put me on some new anxiety medicine to try and help me with that, because testosterone didn't make me angrier or irritable. It made me have more anxiety. So the next question is, how did you go about explaining wanting to start testosterone to your parents? I didn't do that at all. I just posted on Instagram that I was gonna start testosterone soon, and that's that. The next question, is it scary to have to inject with a needle? Hell yeah! It's so scary. I'm not gonna lie and say, no, it's the easiest thing I've ever done, because truth is, I haven't been doing it at all. My very first shot, they did at Planned Parenthood to show me how to do it. My second shot, I did really well by myself. My third shot, I did really well by myself. And then my fourth shot, when I was trying to inject, I hit something, my leg started convulsing and bleeding, and it really hurt and it freaked me out, and I ripped the needle out of my leg and I started having a full-on panic attack. I was hyperventilating, I was crying, I was shaking, I was curled up in like fetal position on the bed, and Xander was running upstairs and he was like, oh my god, are you okay? And I was freaking out. And ever since, I have had to go back to Planned Parenthood to get them to do the shots, because I haven't been able to do them because of my anxiety, my needle phobia. The next question is, what are the changes that you are looking forward to the most? I'm looking forward to my voice getting deeper, and maybe more muscle growth. I'm actually hoping that I can gain a bit of weight. And the next question is, any advice for someone who just started testosterone? My advice to you is, know that every single person's experience can be different in any way, shape, or form. There might be something that you didn't expect, like me with my period stopping immediately. Of course, that made me very happy, because I hate having a period. But just be prepared for the fact that that might not happen to you. Maybe it'll take you many months for your period to stop, like it took Xander. The next question that I have is, does taking tea change the way you feel / identify in the ACE spectrum? So if you didn't know, testosterone, one of the effects that it can have is increase your libido. I haven't really noticed that so much, but to be fair, I already had a pretty high libido before I started testosterone, but it won't change how I identify. It just changes the physical aspects of my body. So even if my even if my libido were through the roof, I would still be demisexual. I'd still be on the asexual spectrum, because that doesn't affect my sexual attraction towards other people. It just changes the libido. Another question that I got was, have you questioned your identity since starting T? It's not so much that I've questioned my identity, it's more so that I have felt impatient with people misgendering me by using she, her pronouns. So I remember before I moved out of my parents' house, back when I was still in high school, and no one was really ever even calling me by they, them pronouns. I mean, I think my mom was the only person using my pronouns. And so being called she, her constantly back when I was in high school didn't bother me as much, because I was so used to it, and I didn't experience people respecting me or my pronouns, and so I didn't know how good it felt. So I wasn't exposed to people using my correct pronouns. And then after I moved out and I was surrounded by people who were constantly using my correct pronouns, then I felt a little more impatient with people when they were using the wrong pronouns, and I would get a little more like annoyed, like, really, why are you calling me a girl? I can't believe this person just called me ma'am. And of course I would, keep it all like inside. I haven't questioned my gender identity in any way. I know who I am, but I feel more frustrated when people refer to me using she, her pronouns. The only thing people are calling me is what's frustrating me. So just the frustration at the lack of people using different pronouns than she, her pronouns has been what I've been more fixated on than like questioning my identity, because I'm very non-binary and I'm very sure of that. Alrighty, So if you like this video, go ahead and click the like button down below, and you can subscribe to see when I come out with another wonderful testosterone update. And go ahead and make sure that you tap the bell, you click the bell, that way you actually get notifications for when that happens. Because I know that sometimes the subscription box is just like a mess. It doesn't ever actually tell you when someone has made a new video, even when you're subscribed to them, because though we love YouTube, it has its faults. There's nothing wrong with admitting that. I'm just throwing that out there. But yeah, of course, you can also look down below in the description to be able to enter the giveaway. Remember, that closes in 2 days. And also all the links to my social media, like Twitter if you want to participate in one of these Q&As in the future, or just keep up to date with my stuff. Like, because I'm going to Summer in the City, that's a thing that's happening soon. Hey, that's exciting. Also, I'm going to be doing an LGBTQ sex ed series soon. I asked you on Twitter if you wanted me to do it as one big long video or if you wanted me to do a mini-series. So I'm doing a mini-series. That's what you all voted for. And I'm actually pretty excited about that because I think what I'm going to do is collab with a whole bunch of other YouTubers. That way we can get a whole bunch of different perspectives and it'll be really awesome. So yeah. And then also the links to my other social media like Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, all of those other things down below. They will be down below. And I will see you soon. Bye! I want to eat everything all the time. I feel like I'm never full. Always got the munchies. Maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration. Okay, maybe it's not.